Hello and welcome to Nightmind. Now, I know I'm not Nick Nocturne. Sorry for breaking into your office, Nick. But if you're watching on the day we upload, and if we got this done on time, then today is your 10-year anniversary. And what an amazing 10 years it has been. We as your fans have decided to get together and show you just how much you've grown and the impact you have made on the unfiction scene, as well as many fans wanting to say thanks and share some of their favorite memories over these last 10 years. But first, we all think we know who our favorite four-eyed cat demon is. But do you know his history? How he came to be? Netro is here to present the history of Nick Nocturne, aka Nightmind.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Who Are They? The show that deep dives into the most mysterious creature in our and other planets. Today's subject is none other than Nick Nocturne, a deep diver, a narrator, a voice actor, streamer, and a shapeshifter. A demon want to cause harm, or a misunderstood character that all you want are just snuggles? Let's find out. Nick Nocturne, Lillian, born in the late 1800s from Lilith and an unknown human. He was raised with his over 60 sibling in Lilith's citadel. We couldn't find anything about Nick's early years, but in 1894, Nick was summoned for the first time. Some of the events after the summoning included murder, arson, theft, and other hideous acts, but also included interviewing people over a nice cup of tea or coffee. A lot of coffee. After that, Nick returned to the demon realms until 1986. In 1986, Nick got free of his summoning circle and went to explore more of the mortal world. He was excited when he found out about monster movie and metal music. While exploring the USA, he stumbled over Hollywood. Nick, so blown away by the movie industry, decided to move down to Hollywood himself and was an extra in several films which include Slumber Party Massacre 2, The Curse, Slaughterhouse, and many, many more. In 1982, Nick was found and was sent back to the demon realm. Nick was summoned again in the mid-90s by a secret society in the middle of a war over the territory. He stayed for a few years and was taken care of by said society. After some more small summons in the year after, he was summoned again in the year 2009 by a college freshman who, according to Nick himself,
a total novice, a complete fool of a college freshman in her dorm room,
who didn't use any protective measure that stopped demon from escaping. Nick, seeing the opportunity, left through the dorm windows. In the following year, Nick kept a low profile and started of building his office. On April 11, 2015, he opened his office under the name Nightmind for the exploration of the unfiction world and for inspiring unconventional media creation. And over the years, he covered over 108 projects. Human and creature of all types come to his office to hear his lecture and his deep dives. His most popular deep dive was about the project This House Has People in It, with over 5.6 million human, demons, and other kind of creature coming to his office to hear it. Some even say that the ruling Asmodeus at the time came to hear it, disguised as a human of course. But Nick wasn't alone. On one occasion, he gathered some fellow investigators like Nexpo, Inside the Mind, Connect the Dot, and Loin Lane. Together, they tried to solve some of the biggest mystery about the world. The party was dispatched after an entity, known as Dead, found out about them. Another group of friends Nick made are Mary the Dog Weather, Frederick the Rabbit Hole Knudsen, Alfilda Viking Oldenstader, and Lumi Au Tuber. And together, in 2023, they formed the organization known as Astraline. Nobody really knows what the organization's purpose is, but we will keep eye on it. But Nick also has some controversy. In July 2020, Nick revealed that he was consulting the couple behind Cat Ghost, a series that he covered without... What? I'm okay, I know it's on the script, but I'm still pissed about it. It didn't say... You know, fuck it, I'm done. No, fuck, I'm out. Fuck you, I'm out. Nick Nocturne, a deep diver, narrator, voice actor, streamer, and a shapeshifter, but also an amazing human being.
Well, Netro, I think from what we can say that we understand and empathize with, I think we all can say that there are very many times in which life can be incredibly hard to stay focused in one way, with attention being constantly drawn to negative or horrible circumstances or situations. And having a place in which you can actually keep coming back and attuning and staying in some kind of positive light is extremely important. So I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've had to be able to provide that to you and anybody, but especially for your situation. So thank you. So thank you for letting me know, and thank you for being so supportive. I am grateful. I'm glad that I've been able to provide that, and that we, together, collectively, have been able to provide that, so thank you.
Don't worry, he's okay. Nick has covered so many projects, from classics like Marble Hornets and Everymanhybrid to new on-the-block projects like Welcome Home and Shipwrecked 64. His careful analysis and helpful tips have not only helped creators grow, but the videos have also put eyes on projects that would have been left undiscovered if he hadn't. He had also, in his spare time, to help our community, even put together a website where you can submit your own projects, cataloged and discovered. I have so many more fans, called the Nightmind Index. And Nick, we have a few creators here who want to tell you hi.
Nick Nocturne, Nightmind. Netro made me aware, I should have already been aware, but Netro made me aware that it is your 10-year anniversary creating content on YouTube. So I wanted to congratulate you, not only for making some truly incredible videos. This one is actually one of my favorites. It goes all the way back to the beginning, but your series on Marble Hornets, one of my favorite video series that you've done. So went all the way back to the beginning for this video. Wanted to congratulate you for everything you've done, not only for making some truly incredible videos like the Marble Hornet series, but also for shining a light on a lot of creators' work, small creators, medium-sized creators, big creators. You've given a voice and you've shined this light on a lot of series that maybe otherwise wouldn't have been given so much attention. So I wanted to thank you for doing that and for making some truly wonderful videos. From my personal perspective as well, I wanted to thank you for covering some of the series that I've been involved in, things like Project Earth and Dad. And I just wanted to thank you for making some really great pieces of content. You've been here for 10 years. Here's to 10 more years, 20 more years, 1,000 years of Nightmind. And I'm glad that I've gotten to know you a bit better. I'm glad that I can call you my friend. And I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done. And I wish you nothing but the utmost success in the future. Cheers to you, Nick.
You've probably heard it from a million people already. I've been watching your videos for years. I've watched them while working on college assignments. But 2 of those million never imagined they'd someday take so much inspiration from the projects you cover that they'd develop their own someday. We never thought we'd meet other people in the horror community, and that it would be squeaks of Shipwrecked 64 fame that'd frantically message us one night to let us know that the Nick Nocturne was about to watch our show Angel Hare live in front of his followers. We never thought that we'd be saluted by chat or gateway drugged into VTuber culture where we'd meet other creators with hearts just as beautiful as your own. The love you have for creative works is apparent every time a well-crafted project makes you genuinely giddy or has you stunned with surprise. It's a delight every time we tune in, and we know there are other 1 in a millions watching you right now who have no idea what they'll be able to achieve someday. But if they're watching you, they're in the right place to find out. Thanks for loving art, Nick. It's changed our lives.
March of 2023. That was an important time for me, but I just didn't know it yet. I didn't realize that things were going to change for me. You see, I was looking around YouTube, something I did and still do a good amount, and I happened to stumble upon a certain channel. I looked at the videos from the Nightmind channel in the search, and one in particular caught my attention. Welcome Home. There was something about it that called to me. I just had to watch it, and when I did, I started to think of my first ARG. And then I watched the second Welcome Home video and got inspired even more of what I could do, and then, eventually, Creature Collection was a thing. It was an actual alternate reality game that people could play and interact with. The thing was, though, even with how awesome it was, despite any challenges that may have existed, I didn't realize how much I needed to change of it. That is until the unbelievably awesome day when Creature Collection was talked about on a Nightmind livestream. Thanks to Nick's criticism and his and the chat's suggestions of how things could be improved, the ARG was reworked and relaunched into a much better version. After the Welcome Home videos, as time went on, I watched several others, like Weird Stuff That Happens, Winter of '83, Marble Hornets, and Daisy Brown. I even, back when I was working on the first version of my ARG, and even after that, watched Nick's What is Unfiction and How to Make a Web Series videos, which were super helpful. Thank you for those. Over time, I've watched and rewatched a good amount of Nick's videos. My favorite one, though? Well, that's a bit tricky to pick. I'd have to say my initial favorite would be Welcome Home, because it started things off. But outside of that, I'd have to say Rapid Eyes. And Angel Hare and Weird Stuff That Happens. Sorry, I have more than one favorite. Time went on, and I continued to work on my project, watch videos. Initially found out about Nick's live streams and stuff, and had no idea I was about to add anything else to my project list. And that is until October of last year, while I was watching one of the Nightmind VODs. That's when I got inspired to start my second ARG. I'd had ideas sort of floating around, but that was when I wrote the initial blog post for it. And now, I want to say thank you. Thank you for inspiring me, for starting the Nightmind channel and Index, for giving me advice, and for being willing to chat with me and put things into perspective when I needed it. I really appreciate it.
And of course, we cannot talk about Nick without talking about us fans. Nick, you have inspired all of us in so many ways. Some of your fans have taken the advice that you gave us and went on to create amazing projects of their own. Whether it be games, blogs, YouTube channels, we got the bug and the urge to create something because of you. You have brought so many people to the unfiction genre as a whole, and the genre is a better place because of you. These videos are from your fans. We love you, and we love Nightmind.
Hello, Nick. I'm glad to see you. It's me, Shushu. I wanted to meet you today to congratulate you on your big anniversary. 10 years is an incredibly long time. That's how long you've been dedicated to getting to the bottom of ARGs and bringing us all sorts of curious, exciting and creepy things with Nightmind. And behind the scenes, you've helped so many people with their projects by giving them good advice to get their projects on the right track. I first got to know you when you started with Astroline. But since then I have watched many of your videos and followed your live streams whenever I could. When I heard about your anniversary, I wondered for a long time what I could do to honor this event. After all, I'm just an owl. I'm not familiar with this field, have never worked on an ARG, and have never really edited a video. So I thought I could keep it simple and just show you the apartment I built for you last year in Mary's Castle, as I don't think you've seen it yet, and I hope you like it. So let me give you a little tour. Right now we are in the main hall, and from here we go to the left wing. Here I have built rooms for all of Astroline and parts of the management. Your rooms are here on the left and then immediately on the right. Welcome to Nightmind. The first room is your office. A few cupboards, a cork wall, and of course, your desk with computer. Here we continue into a small corridor. Outside you have a view into the void. And behind this door we see your kitchen. A small kitchen counter, a small table, and of course a few herbs for cooking. This gets continued into a bedroom, with enough space for visitors. Here's a small wardrobe for your clothes, and a ladder to your attic. Here you will find everything you might need for your supernatural investigations, interrogations, and incantations. It's just strange that all the candles are already lit. Oh, and what does it say here? To break the veil? Truth? The name? What? Nick Nocturne, of course. Huh? Nick? What happened? Wait, if you're Nick, what?
Hey, I didn't have a lot of time to work on something big for this, but I figured something was better than nothing. So, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for 10 years of celebrating creativity, horror, and unfiction. Thank you for cheering on the projects you've showcased, building them up to be the best they could be. Thank you for inspiring us to create, no matter how weird or scary it gets. Thank you. Here's to more time in the office with you, Nick.
Stalene says, "Hey, NM, I love your videos and all the work you put into them. Thank you for being an inspiration to make me create again. I needed it. Thank you so much. I can't wait to hear more about what you're making. I'm sorry that caught me off guard. I love hearing that. Real talk. That is one of my favorite things about what I do is people just getting the inspiration and the energy to make things and create and go forward with their own projects and things, even if it's not unfiction, because creation is beautiful. It's one of the things that makes life worth living. And yeah, that was quite a segue, but I guess let's get back to the pocket monster fucking, right? You know what? Yeah,
And now we've come full circle. I actually told Nick this, but how I found his channel was a funny thing. If you're on his Twitch or even his Patreon Discord, you'll know the beef he has with Game Theory and Matt Pat. So it's funny that how I found his video was through a video of Game Theory on Pet Scott. And in the comment section was a comment that said, Nightmind covered this better. Nightmind covered this way better. I went to his channel that night. And my first video was not the Pet Scott video. It was about the 15 experiment. That same night, I watched his video on This House Has People in It. And it spun into a rabbit hole from there. Nick, you have inspired me to do so many things. I may not have finished any of those projects, but you still inspired me to do them. You have inspired all of us in so many ways that we have told you today. And from the bottom of our hearts, from the Nightmind community to you, Nick, we want to wish you a happy 10-year anniversary on YouTube. Here's to another 10, 5, 1, no matter how many you want to do. We will still be there for you. I want to give a special thanks to everyone who submitted videos. This project would not have gone anywhere without your guys' help. I want to give a very special thanks to Netro for reaching out to so many people. Without you, this project would not have gone anywhere. We'll have the credits going now, but Nick, thank you for being you. And like you always say, thank you for joining me in the dark this evening. We will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Sweet dreams.